All right, welcome back to Soul Spark Tarot. And we just getting ready here for this pick a card reading, so you can just vibe out or you can skip ahead. See you there. All right, one more. Oh no. I think I left my chakra cards. Yep, I don't have them. I guess now what that means is we'll go deeper. Go even deeper. So with that, making an appearance to the show, we got the Thoth Daddy. Oh! Love the Thoth deck. This is my first deck ever. It's crazy that I was guided to this deck first, and then the original. Oh man, yeah. I remember when I could barely even read with these cards, man, and it's like a weight. It's literally like a weight. Like some when you first start lifting weights, the weights is heavy. And then you realize some weights aren't as heavy when you keep lifting weights that are heavy. And then you realize some weights are heavy and some are light. And this heavy energy from the deck, I think it was just the depths. Like they have 3 different meanings in each of these cards. So it already I love it for that reason. It's applying the 4 principles of life. But yeah, let's get finished. Woo! Woo! Oh. And then we'll finish it off, baby, with some angel messages. Word, government, make some paper, yeah. Make some paper, yeah. Origami making paper. Make some paper, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Wanna broadcast me, just wanna be the scene. I wanna be the hue, color on the scenery. Even if I'm feeling like kinda coming through black and white, I just know I can bring the contrast to the black and white, yeah. I'm over here jamming like a motherfucker. Let me go ahead and just finish. Woo! Oh, shoot. It's crazy. Alright. Damn, I love this song. Commercial, come on. Alright, so as we let that commercial come on, we'll let you guys pick and choose. So, what we got for you here is we got power number 1, we got power number 2, and then we got power number 3. So 1, 2, 3, each of these piles that met with different stones. Of these stones, we have for you this pink rose quartz heart. We got this solid block pyrite, fool's gold. And then we got this red garnet. Or is it a red? Yeah, this is a red garnet. Red is garnet. Is it bloodstone? It's red jasper. Can't remember right now. But let's listen in. I'll give you a couple of minutes. You can pick and choose. We'll start from the bottom. And then we'll make our way up. Each one of these should have their own themes. I want to give you the overall energy that we have at the foundations, which is, for me, that's the primordial soup. That's where everything comes from. The chaos. So, go ahead and get your seconds in, pick and choose. We'll have timestamps at the bottom, of course. That was not the card, but it is now. Just like with this. This was not the card initially, but it is now. craziness. So, hopefully you had enough time to pick out your cards. What we have here is an amazing energy of you can do it. This is an amazing energy of you can do it. This is a whole big old pitcher, a big old gallon, a big old jug of you can do it. You got all the skills, but there's some kind of like worry. Well, we already taught ourselves about this in December. Anything that worries you, attack it. Attack it. Go and hunt those worries down. So, from us, what this is showing us is we got the sun card. Everything is good. You are shining bright. But where? What's the clarifier? In some kind of entrepreneurial endeavor. What is going on with this entrepreneurial endeavor? There's fears and worries or some kind of aspect between making a change in your mind. If you check out the first reading, same message. But then when we go a little bit further, what does that tell us? We can create anything if we put our mind to it. And what are we putting our mind to? Our creation in and of itself. Amazing. So let's get into it. Start off with pile one, as we've already stated. Pile one in the house today. Just feeling good, as we say, as we just do what do, as we make our moves, living life as we choose, just being who ourselves only be, as far as we can tell. All right, so reading one, pile one starts now. Hey, what's good? What's good? I'm hoping you're doing well. If you don't know, Mr. Colin New, Coach New, Coach Henson, whatever, Mr. New, and I'm hoping that you like my vibe. I'm super appreciative of, all the subs that we have. My goal for the end of this year is 10,000. 10,000 subs in a year. We'll see if I can get it. I watched somebody grow that in a matter of 2 days. So I think that's a solid goal. I'm so grateful we got 65 of you guys here. So if you're new, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you're old, I really fuck with y'all for coming back because, I think I'm weird. But let's get on to you. Our first card that we have, I'm going to lay them out and then I'll read them. So when the cards come out this way for me, that means you're doing both the inverse or the reverse side and the upright. You're doing this and this together at once when it comes out like this for me. So your overall energy is there are certain things that you're being impatient on, and there are certain things that you find value with the waiting game. Ooh, and what is this? It's the energy work. So you've been working on some part of your energy, and you kind of getting mad at yourself. You wish that you was further along in certain physical aspects. But it's funny because without even going further, look, you got the hangman. So again, it doesn't matter if you whatever you're doing, you're going to feel stuck because you're put into a pause position. You're purposely on pause. So you're working on some energy. Some energy is making you feel impatient, but there's other energies that are making you feel sound and cool. But all of this is just based upon the energy work. Oh, you're stepping into something new into the world. Let's get a read for you. Energy work. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and your heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and your clients. I'm here a nurse, so if you are like a new nurse, or I'm also here like a massage therapist, and like chiropractor is what I've been watching, but a massage therapist. Maybe you're helping change people's energies. Maybe it's you changing your own. Maybe it's you changing how you change people's energies. There's something in regards to other people and their energies that's kind of new. And this world card is what's showing me this. But it's like maybe you want to jump on in there, but you can't just yet. That's what I'm thinking. There's something that you want to do, but you just can't do it. Let's see what that is. Let's go deeper. Bro, it's so clear. So these two cards, this is adjustment, right? Adjustment. This is the justice card. But adjustment is not justice. The justice is the adjustment. Does that make sense? By you making a change, I think it's just you realizing that it's not you. The impatient you needs to learn that it's not you that is like bad. You're excited. You want this new opportunity. You have to find some detail, okay? That's why you're in this hangman. You need to find some detail that will help you help that part of you who's a little impatient. It will help that part of you make the change. You need to go find some kind of justification for like why it's okay to wait. You need to go research something in the world, find something about what you're doing in the world, and make that justification so you can make this adjustment, and then you can take virtuous action. So I think what it is you're looking for your passion behind the things that you're doing. It's like they're passionate. They know that their passions of you. I'm sorry. You know that these things are going to like get you going, but you can't get yourself going to go get yourself going. Like it's like you just don't know how to like kickstart yourself. It's like I was going to say you need to be choked, but I'm talking. That sound crazy without context. It's like an engine that needs to be choked. You choke the engine, that means you resist and prevent things from like coming towards you. I'm thinking this is you learning how to navigate energies coming towards you from the world, and if you can just sit there and like know how to deal with it. You look at all those little spooky ghosts, coming towards you when you're stuck and you can't move. All the demons, all the darkness is creeping up on you again. This is what happens. No, but guess what? Something about being in the state makes you need to go back and change it. So this is where your energy is making its change right here. So for you, Power One, I really need y'all to absolutely. So Power One, what you need to do is you need to really look at facing whatever fears that you have and going to go attack them. That is big for you guys. So this power really needs to go hunting for all the things that cause the worry. You need to go in there and whatever. However you treat yourself is how you're going to treat yourself. But you need to recognize how you need to be treated. Not how you want to be treated or how you think you should. No, sometimes you need to go in there and you tell yourself, get the fuck up, let's go. Just like if you was to yell at somebody else out of you. Same thing, another part of you needs to probably say, you're so amazing. It would be so wonderful if you were doing this. You should try that. Or another part of you might say, man, you can't beat me. I'm so much better than you. Look, yesterday we did this. You ain't gonna beat that today. Who are you to think that you're gonna beat our push-ups from yesterday? What? Shit, watch this. That's that adjustment that you're looking for, but the adjustment is only gonna come from you doing something like Realizing that even if you're in a bad state, if you research and Google it online, take like an hour, go Google some shit, your exact problem online or something, or in YouTube, watch a few videos, you'll change that energy. Your energy will change. You'll find that virtue within your struggle right now, because that's what you're doing. Your struggle is because like you're working hard and you want to see the fruits of your labor right now, so you can get the fuck going for where the hell you at. This energy needs to change, but you're working on the energy's change. So if I'm changing the raw food into what we call the cooked food, doesn't that take some time? I put energy into the food, but it still takes time of me putting that energy. It takes 35 minutes to bake the chicken. It takes 35 minutes of 450 degrees of energy baking into that chicken for 35 minutes. It takes time and effort. It's a lot more than what a lot of people want to see. But is the chicken moving? No, it's sitting in the oven receiving. So even if you're taking in energies that's a little bit negative, I think if you go and attack them, you can stand up for yourself and you can start to put up better boundaries externally to you. That'll be the adjustment that you need. You'll find victory in that adjustment. And guess what? You got Archangel Gabriel. This is the angel of healing. This is like telling me absolutely that you're on the right path. Everything that you got going on is true. You got to just call on for a little bit more healing. The healing that needs healing is the healing to be aggressive. It's the demonic side of you. It's the part of you who wants to be the warrior on the positive side. The positive side is just you doing something that the bad side of you would do just for a more virtuous reason. So your virtues are coming from you standing up against the things that cause you to go back and need to heal, and you have full support from Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel is going to go ahead and give you the strength to heal through the things that makes you healed. So if I'm hanging out right here and I can't go nowhere, can I read a book? Can I hum? Can I sing my favorite song? Can I start replaying my favorite movie in my mind? What can I do to occupy my time? What kind of artistic, passionate, loving thing can I do to make me preoccupied with the healing that's happening? If you had a surgery, you would just go to sleep, right? And then all the time, blah, blah, blah would be the same. If I had a crock pot, I can set that shit on in the morning time before I go to work. And then when I come home from work, don't have to worry about it at all. And guess what? I got a whole dinner ready for me. Crazy how when we realize after a little bit of research in the world, how things like stopping and pausing or leaving spaces can make such a huge difference. Like taking cookies out the oven at 6 minutes versus taking cookies out the oven at 8 minutes. Two drastically different cookies because the amount of time you put in energy to make a change was different. And because it was not this pinnacle and not this one, they're different, and you realize that each plant requires different ways to care for it. You started looking for more details, realizing that you know a lot about these plants over here that are growing, but you don't know a lot about the ones you're looking at. So that's why you want it to grow fast. Really, you just want to learn more. But what you got to do is realize that you can learn from pausing. You can learn from others. You can learn from changing and adjusting. You can learn from finding virtues in the things that you're kind of forced to do. But at least you like them. At least in this pause period, you like being able to do the things that you're doing. So go take a nap. Go sleep. That's what I'm hearing. Go take a nap. You can rest. You can pause. You can chill. This energy, it's going to work out. So just be patient and go hunt down the rest of those cockroaches that keeps fucking up your energy. Go hunt those fucking cockroaches down until there's no caca in the roach. You know? That's the energy that you need to take. So take that with you and do whatever you're going to do with it. All right. Best of luck to y'all. Happy New Year. Okay. Pile number 2. Just listen to this music. This is you. Something about you is steadfast and steady. Steadfast and steady. I don't know what it is, but steadfast and steady is what I'm hearing with y'all. You guys got 2 clarifiers as well, so that's cool. And so our first card, pile 2 starts now. My bad. We got the Ace of Wands, and it's already showing. So to me, that is a very important. The Sunshine is the card that we are focused on in this deck. That's the root. So the root cause to this Ace of Wands is authentic sunshine. So actions, all the actions that you're taking are super authentic and is super sunny. But what are these actions? That's the cool thing about your pile. There's parts that are flipped, parts that are not, and you got multiple cards for like a lot of things. So I'm going to do it like as if they're 2 different versions of you. And look, you just completely flow switched. You mood changed. The music, at least, completely different. And this is exactly the energy that I'm feeling. It's like you're clearly steadfast in 2 different things. So giving and receiving are the 2 things, but notice it's in 1 card. 2 things are in 1 card. You can take actions both ways. You can be like good and bad. You can be the good cop and the bad cop. Like, you got the skills. It's funny. I'm like getting excited and getting impressed with you, pile number 2. Like, the more that I talk about you, the more it makes me feel like, like this is favorite student kind of vibes. Like, damn, you cool as fuck as a person. Damn, you like super respectful and got. The person I'm thinking about right now, he's a kid from I taught him in 7th grade and 8th grade. He got to be out of school right now, but this kid was super. He was a Leo, first of all. So that goes back to that sun energy at the bottom of this deck. He is the King of Wands. Not only is he the sun, he was the King of Wands. So that goes with this ace, meaning he was smart. All the girls loved him, thought he was attractive. He was a really great athlete. He was a sweet dude, like really good manners. He was like established and mature because he had to take care of other people, like a little cousin, and like, he had an older brother who was on his game and he was doing right. So like, he was coming from a good family, even though it was a rough family. So he had like all of these super fire qualities, these 5 qualities, and he was able to give them and receive them for most of the time. Obviously, he has his hiccups. And in this case, this kid had a hiccup with relationships. That was his kryptonite. Obviously, he's a Leo, so he can pick and choose. When he got to high school, though, because I taught him in 7th and 8th, but he had peoples, and he lived right down the street. And so, like, literally, like 3 houses down from the school. So he was always around still, coming back, helping coach and whatnot, or, telling me about his games. And he started getting into spirituality because we would always have conversations because he was able to. He already had that spark. So because he had that magic, he didn't know how to give and receive, but he was learning that a lot because he got fucked up with the emotional thing. The relationship thing fucked him up, which is why I don't like middle school relationships, because they do a lot of damage, a lot more than what people realize, because it's especially in smaller places. Like, you can't, like, it's gonna be hard no matter what, bro, if like you're super in love with this one girl and then like, the exact same fucking energetic makeup comes into this classroom, not from 7th grade year, but in 8th grade year. So like, your girl from 7th grade through the summer, and y'all broke up at like the beginning of the year or something, of 8th grade. That shit's still fresh, and then the new guy comes in, right? First of all, he's a new guy, and then he's a Leo too, but he was even more sweet. He just wasn't as smart, but he was just as athletic, a little bit bigger. Like, it was crazy because the girl in question, the girl in question who was receiving both of these Leos, she was a Scorpio. And so I already knew the dynamics because of, again, the astrology. And I tried to communicate all of those spiritual things to these kids because these kids were on it. That if I had to equate them now, they would have to be about sophomores in college right now. Freshmen or sophomores in college, something like that. They're entering in, I guess, the next year. So they would have to be 2025 to 2026. I think they will be sophomores in college. That's that time frame. So, yeah, it's 2025. I think they graduated 2020. Yeah. But anyways, because I knew that dynamic, again, I knew it so well. I was talking to them. I was telling them about how they were able to like give and receive parts of them, which is why they were becoming toxic to one another. And then I told the girl how the parts that she's interested in with the new Leo, those parts were being fulfilled by the guy who couldn't fulfill it from, before. But because she's a Scorpio, her heart was with the previous dude, but she was trying to move on. Her heart and her mind was with the old dude, but her actions and, her talk, they were with the new guy. And they were together because it's the same energy. It's going to be the same thing. So that's like the two aspects. It's funny how it took two Leos to give the example of how the one Scorpio chick had two split, complete different personalities. She was still her. She was still her. And she was another legacy of that school, had lots of siblings who come from a really good family. So they, on paper, were perfect for each other, the 7th grade couple. The 8th grade couple, no. But they just had better parts for each other right then for like the healing. She was deep enough for him, but nurturing enough, and he was sweet enough for her, but like, assertive enough. That because again, he was a really good athlete too. He was my quarterback actually. It's just a great thing. But anyways, this is the energy that you're carrying. You're the girl, the Scorpio chick, who has two sides to her that can come out, right? And be authentic to both. Again, she really enjoyed both of those kids. But I know her, and I was an outsider, and I'm watching everything, so I can see how it was a blessing in disguise for both, because in the future, eventually, as both her and the 7th grade boyfriend, as they both were returning back to the school, I'm talking to them. And they actually ended up dating again. And come to find out, when they got to high school, 8th grade, she broke up with 8th grade boyfriend. Y'all getting all the fucking tea. This is crazy. I don't know why I'm just gossiping like a motherfucking, like gossip girl on this shit right now. This is crazy. But anyways, they started dating, and he was telling me that when he started getting back into spirituality, he would always walk around whenever he needed some love. He would walk around with rose quartz crystals, and he would always say the girls would come up to him, and he would get like at least 2 girls' numbers. And I'm like, damn, I knew that would be you, especially because your voice getting all deep, and you cut your little duck tail off. So guess what? You still got your curly top, and it's even more curly. Girls can't curl their finger in the back, they do it in the front now, huh? He was like, Mr. Henson, I just do my thing. And it's funny because, again, that came up because he was telling me about how the girlfriend, the Scorpio, she was jealous all the time. She would like be a cock blocker. She would be hating every time she would come up. Every time, like, he would be, like, talking to a chick, she would come up, just pop up out of nowhere, out of nowhere. So it's funny that, like, I don't know what's going on now. Again, I haven't been over there in at least 4 years, 3 years or so. What I'm saying, the reason why I'm giving all of those stories is it's about this twofold aspect of you being a blessing. Like, that's truly what it is. So, here's our next cards. We got the 5 of Candles actions, right? And the Ace of Potions. So this is giving me, to go with the example, this is giving me the Scorpio girl who loved both sides of her, but more so, because again I have to break it down to her. I told her she likes the conflict of having two dudes really into her more than like anything else. She just loved that being that motherfucker. She loved being the little guy over here, right? And then loved having people fight over her. Because as beautiful as she was only focused on her seventh grade boyfriend, even in high school, until, she got another dude. Like, again, they had to grow up. But those emotions were strong for them. They're Scorpios, they're Leos, they're fixed signs. Those things don't change. But just like you got something that didn't want to change because you enjoyed that shit. I don't know. But again, it was a blessing for you to enjoy it. So even if you were like, I don't know, I'm here like being a player, young lady. I'm here, young lady, again, because it was her. It was her. So it's some idea about some young lady or some feminine energy that is enjoying like the chaos around her, but she's giving and receiving to it. So it's not chaotic for her. It's crazy. And this is a blessing. This is a blessing. It's like you're in the eye of the storm. You're in the center of all the bullshit, but none of the bullshit is hitting you. It's crazy. So let's see what else we got. So you're not worried about shit. This is worry in reverse. Nigga ain't worried about nothing. Ain't worried about nothing. And that's funny because you're in love with whatever you got going on. And this is us looking deeper. The futility. So it's like, you know what you want, and because you know what you want, you're going to just be giving and receiving to the things that you want or you don't want. You are very simplified. I think that's what makes you so stable. Yeah, I like to eat food, so I eat food and I cook and I learn about food. So guess what? That's what I do. Oh, but I want to eat more food, so I guess I like going to the gym because I get hungry and I get to try new foods and, see what's working out. I just do good to myself. Not knowing that people want to fucking fight over you and, like, go and, like, date you or whatnot. They want to go see how that ass shake. They want to, see if you got a jiggle or quake to it. They want to, damn, my bad. I just started going crazy. But, they want to go ahead and, like, they want to show you what they got. People want to show you what they got, but it's futile because they don't have the right words to give to you in the way that you want to receive, which is a blessing because the person that can give to you in the way you want to receive, you won't worry about it. That's crazy. You won't have things to worry about. In other words, this is coming off as like you go to the gym and do weird shit, and then like and all the other regular people want to come up to you and try to like holler at you, but they only got regular people talk, and then you find some weird dude like doing some weird shit like you, and then you're not worried about them whatsoever because they got the same type of love for themselves, which is why they're doing the same weird bullshit as you. But you're like, well, I'm giving that shit to myself and I like it. Oh, maybe this might be a blessing. And then it's crazy that you got both of these. So you got Javier and you got Virtuel. Virtuel is a card of when you need a little bit more love, trust in this world. You got to change and be a little bit more open. You got to like give and be more vulnerable. So I think that a part of you, confirmation, I think a part of you needs to become a little bit more vulnerable with something or somebody. Why? Because this card is representing like full success in like all your endeavors that you do. But it's more so focused on like the emotions and the things that make you stable of the heart. So it's like you're finding victory knowing that you can just enjoy people fighting over you because it's futile. Like that shit doesn't turn you on, but you'll be entertained. It's like queen. If you all right, here you go. If you ever seen Remember the Time, that music video by Michael Jackson, the whole premise of that starting was Eddie Murphy, who was playing the Pharaoh, had his wife, I forgot her name, she was a super famous actress too, model or something, and she wanted to be entertained. So here Eddie Murphy is, or the Pharaoh, calling in like different entertainers. It's funny because I got entertainers out here right now. I got people turning fires and shit. It's pretty cool actually. I've seen them before, but they're fire twirlers, spinning fire and shit. I'll show y'all here in a sec. But because we're seeing this duality aspect within you, you're being able to authentically recognize that same spark in others now. So you realizing the shit that you got going on for yourself is actually a blessing of a disguise, which is going to call you into the people that you need to connect your heart to. Damn. All right. So let me show y'all these people. Fire twirlers, fire spinners, whatever. Oh. All right, people. So, Power 2, your main goal, your main thing here is like previous Power, they were stuck in something and they have to like find value. I think you are finding value in like, this is very external. This is very like worldly, like of the world, being in the world, being your own person in the world, but then being able to see people who are being their own people in the world too, while also being cognizant of the people who are not you and how you give and receive from those people, you know, and like what is futile and like how much energy and effort is required or not. So this, you solid on the inside, and you're still starting to recognize people on the outside who might be just as solid as you, who you can love. So yeah, this is what's up. All right, I'll see you on the next go. Appreciate this. This is fun. This is a fun one. All right. Pile number 3. All right, pile 3 starts now. So I feel like I need to change this song, and I will. Got some people next to me, and they just started playing their music. So for me, I feel like, you know, there's a lot of things going on for you, pile 3. And I think we already know that based upon this card here. So I don't know if this card attracted you or not, but in this card, we're starting to see that the things that would have held us up and put us stagnant, they're not. So it's like, if I had to give an example for myself, if I would have, earlier in my career, in my life, there would have been a point in time where I would have been like nervous to have people next to me while I'm doing tarot card reading. Listening to music, got food and shit on my, like, you know, the ash and stuff. Got crystals hanging around. Got a camera and a microphone. Don't care whatsoever. I think that's your energy. That's what this is really saying. If I had to connect this card to the root of this deck, that's the sun energy. You don't care. I like to always see this card as people don't realize that you're balancing your emotion and your stability. Like at the bottom, it's the same as the star, or it's the same as in temperance. Those two things here are already embedded within you. So you don't give a fuck. You're going to do you. And I think that's pretty cool. You're super authentic. What else did we got? Oh, so this authenticity is the shower of abundance for yourself. This is your blessing. Your blessing in life for this next year, absolutely, is to be the blessing. To be the abundance. To be the shower. Think meteor shower. Think rain shower. Think showers of sunshine. Showers of light. You gotta think being washed. Washed with the something. What is the something? Abundance. That's a description. Abundance is a descriptive term. What do you have that is abundant? What is the noun? Not the adjective. What's the noun? That's what you need to find out. Shower is a verb of abundance is a description of something. That's an adjective. Verb, adjective, we need to find the noun. What's the subject of this abundance that's being showered upon you? What is it? Well, it seems like it's authenticity. Something about this, you not being in your mind for being who the fuck you are, is bringing in a shower of abundance. A whole bunch of extra shit. Let's read. To heal your financial situation, first give us your worries concerning money. Oh, hell yeah. I love this song too. We will guide you in order to show you how to create and accept abundance. As we work together, your financial situation will heal as fast as you allow it. So, this is clear. You're stepping into places not giving a fuck. You're going to ask for help. You're going to say what you know. You're going to say what you don't know. And you're going to speak the fuck up. You're going to make yourself known. You don't care what energy's got to say anything around you. You are grounded. Absolutely. And guess what? By you giving yourself the opportunity to be helped, you're going to be helped. There's going to be a tower moment that happens. This tower, I think that's good that this is showing, is I'm seeing it two ways. The two-way tower is happening in your own perception of what you receive for when you cause towers external. Crazy. So I'm really getting the fact that you are going to be causing towers for people. I don't know if these are good towers. I don't know if they're bad. I just know they're towers. So unlike the tower card in our other deck, or this deck here, the tower deck in here, it's more so, think of the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords would be like you staying up all night, can't sleep, can't eat, worried about everything, stressed out, fucking just walking around, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm chain smoking, I'm fucking I'm plastered, I'm day drinking, whatever. Popping pills, whatever the fuck you got going on, that's this energy here. So it's more so an internal tower opposed to a statistical tower like this one. That's like you being dropped to another status. I'm going from, doctor to like non-doctor, being in the army to a civilian kind of thing. So you're changing something, and this change is being stemmed from you being your authentic self. Whether that's towers for yourself or towers into other, they're leading to abundance. Oh shit. This looks so scary. But it's absolutely not. God damn it. Hell yeah. So, the tower that's coming in is a whole new foundation. Because you don't care about whatever situation you got going on now, it's going to bring towers to others. And those towers are going to inspire people, and you're going to be showered with abundance, which is going to build you a new foundation. Imagine everybody on the world showing you all of this love. If the world was your parents, and it was everyone's giving you presents and everything you could possibly want. This is the energy that I'm getting. Let's go a little bit deeper. Victory. That's the first card that shows, and valor. 7 and the 6 of Wands. But this isn't the regular deck. These have different degrees of that fire energy. So because it has different degrees of the fire, that means there's different temperatures. Think conductor flame, like electric stovetop versus gas stovetop versus the coil. 3 different kinds of heat. Versus, I mean, you got your open flame, you got your object, and then you got your emitter. Lots of different ways to see that. Lots of different ways to see that. That is you. Because you have a variety within yourself, this valor, that means you got a little bit of luster, a little bit of gusto, machismo, I'm him, I'm her, I'm that motherfucker. That's that energy here. But what else do you have? Victory. By you being that confident motherfucker, going back here, that is allowing you to bring this shit in. It's crazy because, like, for me, this power here, I feel like it resonates with me the most, but I feel like this is like the beginning stages of knowing that you weird, but not giving a fuck and realizing how, like, anybody who call you weird, they're just as weird, but they don't realize it, which is even weirder. So you're like, justifying some kind of like thought process that is allowing you to not give a fuck about other people. And that is giving you victorious action. That is giving you abundance of finances and new foundations of all practical things that you can ever want. It's like Archangel Michael energy. That's the kind of vibe right now. So we got Machisidel, Machidayo. So this card always represents healing from heartbreak. Clearly, you got this person being healed by an angel, but it's the people on the outside. It's the outside. It's the outside. So this is showing me that you've healed from the outside noise. That's it. That's really what it is. And because you've healed from the outside noise, you have now been able to ground yourself. I showed the last group the fire that we got going on, and these people are churning fire and churning lights. You were churning within your own self the thoughts of others. But you don't give a fuck about the other people no more, their thoughts of what's going on. You've tempered yourself upon some emotion and some stability, and in that emotion, you caused the tower, which is Scorpio energy, but your Scorpio energy created a new foundation, which is this tender presence. So by you being able to give yourself some new emotional comfort behind or above or without the thoughts of others, you've been justifying your own emotional state, which is allowing you to find victory in who you are. It's allowing you to have a little bit more gusto, a little bit more confidence, a little bit more swag, a little bit more aura, a little bit more shine, a little bit more fresh. All of those things because you've allowed yourself to heal. You've accepted who you are as a person, and you found value in that. This is a number 8 card. So by you finding value in your own weird-ass uniqueness, yeah, you justifying everything to the universe that because I'm unique, I deserve this type of shower, and you're going to receive it. Instead of just, it's like you're not looking at the blessings of others anymore. You're saying, this is what blesses me. You've identified the subject of your blessing, which is your foundation. So your angels are now going to remove the obstacles or cause towers to those things that block your new foundation. And as your new foundation is being emitted, it's going to give you some extra boost, bro. It's like going to give you that boost of confidence because it's like you did it. And then this is you doing it. It's victory. But because you did it, you feel like you the king of all of that shit now, you know. Look, these cards are literally the same. The only difference is you that nigga in the middle. You that motherfucker in the middle. You that person in the middle. So, go be that motherfucker who healed. Go be that person who loves themselves regardless of what anybody got to say. So, I appreciate y'all. This has been a great, great reading, and I wish y'all all the best of luck. Mr. Renew, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.